Anyone who enjoyed 2017's Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle is probably already super excited for its follow-up, Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope. If that sounds like you, then by golly are you in for a treat, as thanks to our wonderful sponsor, Ubisoft, we have some never-before-seen footage to share with you all. If you'd like to find out more about Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope, you can do so by following the link in the description. But do stick around to watch the rest of this video first, because we've got lots of vital stuff to tell you about this exciting new turn-based strategy game. For today's list, we're here to answer all of the questions you might have about the upcoming Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope ahead of its release, and sharing all of the secrets we've been able to uncover from this all-new footage. I hope you've got a notepad and pen handy, this is all very important information. I'm Peter from TripleJump, and here are 10 things you need to know about Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Number 10. Where is the game set? Unlike Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Sparks of Hope is not set in the Mushroom Kingdom, and will instead see the gang travelling to new and exciting planets. Think Super Mario Galaxy, but with a whole lot more anarchy thanks to the Rabbids. Naturally, we don't know every planet the gang will be visiting whilst on their journey, but the pre-release footage has already revealed lots of interesting locales that we just can't wait to explore. Get those scarves and woolly hats at the ready, because you're going to need them as you journey to Pristine Peaks, the frosty mountain wonderland that's chock full of places to explore, puzzles to solve, and enemies to defeat. It won't be necessary to pack your warm clothes for a visit to Beacon Beach though, as this tropical paradise is all about sun, sea, and sand, once you've removed the darkness, of course. From dark and stormy towers and mysterious temples to spooky ethereal libraries and ancient ruins, Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope really does have it all, and I myself cannot wait to get into the game and uncover all of their secrets. Number 9. What's the story going to be about? Strap in everyone, because with Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope, you'll be embarking on an adventure of astronomical proportions. The entire galaxy is about to find itself in a whole universe of trouble, as strange enemies begin to appear all over. But what could these creepy creatures possibly want? Well, to steal the energy possessed by the sparks, of course. These helpless critters are basically defenseless, and so it falls to our heroes to not only save the sparks, but to prevent the darkness from consuming the galaxy. Players will need to travel to different planets, rescuing the sparks as they go, so that they can restore the peace and ultimately defeat the evil Cursor and her hordes of minions. It's not going to be an easy task, but if anyone's up to it, it's Mario and chums. As you might expect from this non-linear title, there are also lots of side quests to embark on, and by exploring the many planets, you'll find plenty of friendly creatures who could use a helping hand from a plucky band of heroes. Just remember, your primary directive is to banish the darkness. Fail to do so, and the galaxy is going to be in a real dark mess. Number 8. Who or what are the sparks? We can't wait to meet the Sparks. These adorable little creatures are a new addition to the Mario & Rabbids universe, and are a cross between a rabbid and a Luma. Don't coo at them for too long though, because it's up to you, the player, to rescue them before Cursor can get her hands on their power. Once you've recruited the Sparks, they're here to help you out, making your party of heroes stronger in battle. Each character in the player's party can be equipped with up to 2 Sparks, and they each provide different perks. Electroid, for example, gives the hero the Shock Attack, which deals additional damage, gives each attack the Shock Super Effect, reduces Super Effect damage, and prevents heroes from being affected by the Shock Super Effect. Pyrostar, on the other hand, can deal damage with the Burn Super Effect, as well as reducing Super Effect damage and protecting from the Burn Super Effect. Once you've collected sparks, you can also level them up, which increases their attack damage and the amount of protection that they provide. There's 30 sparks to collect, and tons of different combinations, so players will definitely be able to find the right combos to suit their playstyle. Number 7. Who's the big bad? We don't know too much about Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope's big bad, but what we do know is that they're a malevolent entity called Cursor. This giant sparkly purple vessel of evil is out to spread the darkness, and she'll stop at absolutely nothing to achieve her goal, whether it's stealing Bowser's army or draining the sparks of their power. At the moment, not an awful lot has been revealed about who Cursor is or where she's come from. And although many fans have their theories, including some who believe she's a corrupted Rosalina, it looks like we're going to have to wait until the game's final release to find out the truth. You can't have a game with just one enemy though, and Sparks of Hope is full to bursting with foes to fight. Whether it's regular enemies such as Goombas and Bob-ombs, or bosses like Wiggler, there are plenty of baddies to keep players busy for hours and hours. It's also looking like there'll be plenty of new antagonists, including this ghostly Rabbid with the power to trap creatures in armillary spheres. What's her deal? Well, we'll just have to play the game to find out. Number 6. What can we expect from the gameplay? Unlike its predecessor, Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope is set in an open world, so you can expect far less linearity when it comes to gameplay. And that means lots and lots of exploration. Of course, staying on the beaten path will get you to where you want to go, but taking the road less travelled might just lead you to some valuable loot. For any of you hoping to get that grey matter flexing, the game also has loads of puzzles to sink your teeth into. One minute you'll be trying to figure out the best way to traverse a maze that's crawling with enemies, and the next you'll be aligning the stars to open a door. There really is tons of variety to the gameplay, and we can guarantee that there won't be a dull moment, especially with the Rabbids around. You can also expect big changes to the combat, which will no longer utilise a grid-based system. This added freedom of movement is sure to make fights more dynamic and exciting than ever before. Of course, battles will still be turn-based, but characters will be able to move around as much as they'd like before using their weapon, which will allow for more tactical options and lots more action. Number 5. Which of my favourite characters are in the game? Well, it wouldn't be Mario and Rabbids without Mario and the Rabbids, so players can expect to see a great deal of everyone's favourite Italian plumber and his bunny-adjacent counterpart. Both Luigi and Princess Peach will be making a return in the sequel, as will Rabbid Luigi and Rabbid Peach, plus there will be a few new faces as well. Rabbid Rosalina is set to make an appearance, armed with the ability to put her adversaries to sleep, as well as the all-new character Edge. This punk rock Rabbid really lives up to her name and carries a ginormous sword that makes anyone else's blade look like a butter knife. Out of melee range? Not to worry, because Edge can launch her sword at her enemies. In contrast to Kingdom Battle, Sparks of Hope won't force players to have Mario in their party, meaning you'll really be able to tailor your group to your preferred playstyle. Players will also notice a few characters missing from the roster, as Yoshi, Rabbid Yoshi, Donkey Kong, and Rabbid Cranky won't be making a return in Sparks of Hope. Still, even without those guys, there will be plenty of fan favourites by your side, including number 4. Was that Bowser I spotted hanging out with the good guys? It most certainly was. He may have been a boss in the previous game, but he's made a face turn for Sparks of Hope. Not content with just spreading the darkness across the galaxy and stealing energy from the sparks, Cursor has also commandeered Bowser's army. Naturally, Bowser isn't best pleased about this, and so he puts his differences with Mario and pals aside and joins the team to fight Cursor. You know how the old saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That is very much the situation here. Of course, Bowser's appearance on the side of the good guys is a big surprise, but it's most definitely a welcome one, as it will give players a whole new host of options when it comes to building their party. Using his supreme strength, Bowser wields the Bowzooka, a rocket launcher-like weapon that fires flaming rocks and deals big-time damage. He's also able to summon target-seeking Rabbid Mecha Koopas, and will also create a devastating impact following a jump. He may be a villain at heart, but Bowser is certain to pack a punch in any combat situation. Those bad guys don't stand a chance. Number 3. What skills do the heroes have? There wouldn't be much point in having a whole variety of characters to put in your party if they didn't all have cool and unique abilities, now would there? Each of the 9 characters have different weapons and their own skill trees, so players can customize each of the party members to suit how they prefer to play. So, what can you expect from each hero? Let's find out, shall we? Our main man Mario is armed with his dual slinger and can target 2 enemies at once with the signature technique Hero Sight, letting him react to and shoot at enemies within his range. Prefer to get some distance between yourself and your adversaries? Well, don't worry, because Luigi and his sharpshooter have you covered. His bow-like weapon will deal devastating damage to one target, and his steely stare ensures that foes never get too close. If melee fighting is more your thing, then you need Edge on your team. With her flying blade, she can damage several enemies in a row, and no one's going to get the jump on her thanks to her Storm Blade technique. With 9 playable characters, 30 sparks, and endless combinations of the two, there's just no shortage of ways to dole out some justice. Number 2. Is there any DLC planned? There most certainly is. Once you're done with saving the galaxy from the darkness, there are plenty more adventures to be had. 3, to be exact. Currently, developer Ubisoft is keeping their cards very close to their chest in regards to what we can expect from the first 2 DLC packs, but with a whole universe to explore, we can definitely expect some very exciting additional content. However, the 3rd piece of DLC is set to be a real treat, and will give players the opportunity to play as none other than Rayman. This is hugely exciting news for fans of the Rayman franchise, as the limbless hero hasn't made an appearance in a console game since 2013's Rayman Legends. Rayman's appearance in the upcoming DLC was confirmed in a teaser trailer in early September 2022, so at the moment we don't know exactly what he'll be getting up to. All we do know though is that he and the Rabbids have a, let's say, interesting past, and no doubt there will be all kinds of chaos to look forward to. At time of writing, there's no confirmed launch date for any of the DLC packs, but fortunately there's tons of content to be getting on with in the main game whilst we wait. And number 1, I can't wait to get my hands on Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope. When and how can I play it? The great news is you won't have to wait very long to play Sparks of Hope, as it's set to be released worldwide on the 20th of October 2022. The title is of course a Nintendo exclusive, so if you're planning on snagging a copy, you need to make sure that your Switch is all charged up and ready to go. 2 different versions of the game are currently available for pre-order, the Standard Edition and the Gold Edition. The Standard Edition simply comprises the base game and can be purchased as either a digital download or a physical copy. The Gold Edition is also available in both digital and physical formats, but in addition to the base game, it also comes with the Season Pass, which is set to contain the upcoming DLC packs, and the Galactic Prestige Pack. This gives players 3 exclusive weapon skins, and is unlockable as soon as they boot up the game. Both versions will offer players a stupendous intergalactic experience, but with the Gold Edition you not only get a bunch of extra content, but you also get to save the galaxy with a little added pizzazz. And that's it, folks. Everything you could possibly need to know about Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope ahead of its release. Once again, we'd like to thank the amazing folks over at Ubisoft for allowing us to share the game's brand new footage with you all, and if you'd like to watch it in full, just follow the link in the description box below.